So we're currently at the Peace Gardens now. Looks like the sunshine has fetched everybody out. Everybody's enjoying the sunshine. Oh, maybe jump.
Well, it's been a good day so far. As you know, a few weeks ago we had interactions with the police and they said they were going to come and arrest us and they never did. And ever since then, since quarter of the autumn, they seem to have left us alone.
What are your views on wearing masks outside?
Well, as long as people are getting the fresh air, but then if they're going around people after, put your mask on, just keep people safe.
Apparently, a lot of people on social media who are business owners have turned around and said they've received letters from the government, right, asking them to fill a form in, stating that every business, if they're allowed to open, will not serve anybody, will not allow any service to people or let them go in their business without proving evidence of having a vaccine passport or having a vaccination. Now, I'm not being funny, the Nuremberg Code clearly states that coercion, blackmail and bribery is illegal, can be classed as war crime. So the government, to me, why would the government write to businesses telling them not to allow people into the businesses and sign a document agreeing to it unless they've had vaccine passports if they weren't trying to get forced vaccination through the back door, which are illegal.
Have you had any bad experiences in shops from people not wearing masks?
There's a lot of people not wearing the masks. I don't like, some of them might not even have a reason either, and it's obviously causing danger to other people because obviously COVID's spreading about faster without people wearing the masks on.
So if you're a business owner, you need to start. A lot of people doing it on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and all the other social media sites. They're actually posting the letters they've got from the government saying, if you wish your business to be opened at this day, you will sign an agreement saying you will refuse to serve people without a vaccine, who hasn't had a vaccine or who hasn't got a vaccination passport.
How do you feel inside yourself when you see someone in a shop in an aisle and you're walking past them and they haven't got a mask on?
I just sort of scoot the other way. Yeah, I feel like they should be wearing one.
What's your observations about people wearing masks today?
I'm pleased to see there's so many people out. As I said before Christmas, I was walking down the streets and going into parks and stuff like that. And if I saw 300 people, I was seeing like 290 people with a mask on and 10 people without a mask, you know what I mean? However, in the last couple of months, it seems to me that a lot of people are seeing sense and seeing through this government nonsense about a virus that doesn't exist. As I said before, you can't catch a virus anyway, as everyone knows, it's basic biology, because all a virus is your own immune system getting rid of bad toxins from your body. Once they're out of your body, they need a house to live in. But yeah, I'm pleased to see that today, out of say 1,000 people I've seen today, there's maybe 990 people without a mask throughout the course of the day, without a mask, and only about 10 people with a mask on. So it seems that people are seeing through a lot of this mask nonsense, which is great news to see as well. Get out, get some fresh air, look at the sun. It's a lovely, nice sunny day. Yeah, get out, enjoy freedom.
Does it alarm you at all if you see somebody in a shop without a mask?
Well, sometimes yes, because I don't know if they're exempt or not, but sometimes no at the same time.
What about yourself? Does it alarm yourself if you see somebody without a mask?
I mean, I feel like I'm much safer if I have my mask on.
Today, obviously the police are out, walking around the Peace Gardens. Have you had any interaction with them today?
No, not really. When I turned up, they got out of the police van, they walked past us, give me a bit of a funny look, and just carried on walking. Then they went in the Peace Gardens, and we've not seen them since. And I'm hoping that they've actually seen sense and realised what I said to them the other week, which is on the films, as you know, that they're not allowed to enforce these government guidelines anyway, by law. And have I not heard today that also the CPS have actually stopped stopped trying to pursue people for these unlawful and illegal fines? Because when they get into court, people are challenging them, saying that human rights are being breached, and they're getting thrown out of court. So apparently, from what I've heard today, I don't know if it's right or not, the CPS are actually throwing all these fines out anyway, for people who are breaking these so-called guidelines that aren't law.
Well, I think it would be a challenge today in the Peace Gardens for the police obviously there's groups of more than 2 people knocking about, so it would be a challenge from today if they turned up in the Peace Gardens, wouldn't it? Yeah,
I'd love to see them try and get everybody. It's, like I say, they haven't bothered us today, which is, surely they're seeing sense. I'm glad to see they're seeing sense, because as I said before, I would challenge them in court anyway for wrongful arrest, issuing unlawful fines. And as I said on record before, even the ex-Chief Lord Justice of this country, Jonathan Sumption, has turned around and said clearly that the police are only allowed to enforce criminal matters, not civil matters. And acting judges and acting police officers have also turned around and clearly said that any guidelines or any health regulations due to any so-called fake virus that no one's proved exists yet. It's a leading judge who's acting now has also said the police aren't allowed to enforce them anyway. So hopefully the police are seeing sense and going to stop harassing people for walking down the street, minding their own business, enjoying a bit of fresh air.
Have you had the vaccine?
Not yet, my mum has.
And did your mum have any side effects?
No, she actually felt sleepy for a few days.
Sleeping?
Yes, I think it was sleep. She felt a bit tired, but it weren't like she works with mental health people who suffer with mental health, and she was fine working the next day. So she's been fine since.
And will you have the vaccine?
Hopefully, yeah.
You want the vaccine?
I want the vaccine, yeah.
And will you take the vaccine if it's offered to you?
Hopefully, yes. I would, yes.
And do you know anybody who's suffered from COVID-19?
Not that I know of.
What about yourself? Do you know anybody who's suffered from COVID?
Someone at my mum's work who she worked with, she caught it from one of her clients, but she didn't really suffer that bad for it. And then also one of my mum's friends, her daughter caught it because she works in a care home, but she didn't have any symptoms of it, but she caught it, but she's been fine.